As you can see, quite a bit goes into becoming a firefighter. And joining us this morning is someone who knows all about that.
A retired Detroit firefighter and now author Bob Dombrowski is joining us this morning. And good morning, Bob. You wrote a book. It's entitled 38 Years, the Detroit Firefighter Story. What made you decide to write a book?
Well, it was almost funny because my last, when I was retiring, the guys would say, well, what are you going to do when you retire, Chief? And I would, just for a joke, I'd say I'm going to write my memoirs. And then after I retired and sitting around, I says, I'm going to do it. And I did it and reminisced all the stories, a lot of the stories of my 38 years, and put them down there. There's my book.
Wow, and you've been retired for 4 years now.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to write the book?
It took me a year to write it, and then about another year getting it edited and making changes and getting it printed. So it took me about 2 years altogether.
So it's a little bit of a process.
Yeah.
Now, when you at 38 years, obviously you've seen a ton. You've seen the evolution of the fire department during that time. But what are some of the more memorable stories? Some of the things that you said when you first decided, I'm going to write a book, you knew that story had to go in there?
Well, my very first story, we had a church on fire, and a lot of crazy things happened. You know, me and another guy got caught up on the roof, and the whole roof lit up, and then we put up a water tower. That's the big hose, and the water tower came undone when I was way up there, and that was just a crazy story. So I started off the book with that story and went into a lot of others, just a lot of, you really remember when things don't go right, and things fall apart, and you put those down. That's kind of the stories you go after.
Well, how will this book help new recruits and people that are interested in becoming a firefighter, perhaps?
Well, you know who really enjoys this book a lot is firemen from other cities.
Oh, okay.
Because they read it and they compare their city to our city. And there's really no city like the Detroit no fire department like Detroit Fire Department. Probably no city like Detroit, but, and we really look at ourselves as we're the best. You know, we put out the fires the quickest, and we have the most fires, so you got to learn something to stay alive all those years. And so I wrote it in there. Plus, so many crazy things happen in this city. You know, I mean, just over the years, and you put it in there, and I think other people that want to know about Detroit, you know, because it's a different perspective about Detroit, or want to know about the Detroit Fire Department, get in and read it. Like, you know, I got a fireman from Birmingham, Alabama, Pittsburgh, New Orleans that read my book and wrote me back.
What did they say?
Well, they really liked it, and they liked the fact that we have so many fires, and that we really enjoy, you know, it's crazy to say you enjoy going to fires, because they're dangerous, and you're scared and stuff, but we just really enjoy the fact that we go from fire to fire, and we put them out so quick. And
where can people find your book? And you're doing a book signing.
Yeah, I'm going to do one
this weekend, correct?
Yeah, this weekend, Saturday, at Barnes & Noble's on the hill in Ellen Park.
Okay.
At 4 o'clock, I'm going to be there. And they can buy it on Amazon or Barnes & Noble's, or, you know.
Well, you've got me interested. Thank you, Bob.
Well,
Thank you so much.
Thanks
it's
for
wonderful
me.
meeting you and
Thanks
having
so
you
much,
come in today. We really appreciate it.
And best of luck with the next 38 years. All right, after the break.